Welcome! Industrial companies need to comply with constantly changing environmental regulatory requirements. This video is a showcase of the Plus compliance solution of Witteveen and Boss, built on the BeInformed platform. This is the dossier of Papermill, a paper factory that operates in various sites in the Netherlands and Belgium. This showcase is about a QHSE manager that needs to get insight into the compliancy of the Dutch site's compliancy. By clicking the site on the map, all relevant information for this location will appear on the screen. The red and blue boxes on the floor plan represent all performed activities on this location. Each activity needs to comply with environmental regulations. By clicking on the Regulation button, we can see all the required regulations, such as the Environmental Management Activities Decree, which are the environmental rules of the Dutch government. When opening this file, the first thing it will show is a full text of the regulation. Next, under the Obligation button, all obligations that are derived from this regulation are also available. They play an essential role in describing the previously mentioned site activities. Returning to the Dutch site, the Papermill NL, we can still see the red and blue areas highlighted on the floor plan that represent the activities. The ones highlighted in red are the ones with compliance issues. Clicking on an activity gives us a quick overview of the activity, the needed obligations, and the status of each obligation. To get more information on the activity, we click the name of the site activity in the Quick View. Here, we find the relevant obligations for this activity and details of the site activity. Moreover, a dashboard is also available to give an overview of the status of the obligations and controls. Back to the obligations. We see that Obligation Activities Decision 2.5 is marked red. We also see that it has a control linked to it, showing that the latest test for this control failed. A new control test is performed, and the results are registered. This time, the test is successful. The obligation is no longer marked red. By going back to the Papermill NL, we now see that the activity at the floor plan is also no longer marked red. On the floor plan of the Papermill NL, several site activities have been marked, but are not detailed yet. Now, we will demonstrate how to detail site activity. In the floor plan, we click on the loading area. To create a site activity, we add some details, such as process information, environmental aspects, and a picture of the site activity. Next, we link obligations to the site activity. Here, we can add the most related obligations. Per obligation, we can add one or more controls. By default, all obligations and their controls are marked orange, with a status of "to be checked." After a while, the relevant obligations and their controls are added, and the control testing can start. With the BeInformed Plus compliance solution, the QHSE manager at Witteveen and Boss can guarantee meeting all the environmental laws and regulations in all locations from his office, effortlessly, flexibly, and efficiently. BeInformed, Agile Accelerator for Digital Development.